What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Chewburger84 back again from the Ultra Nerd Reality Network, and today we are doing some more Marvel Strike Force content. Now, this is a kind of video that I didn't necessarily want to do, but we've had overwhelming requests for it in our Discord community and from our patrons especially, so we have to give the people what they want. So I'm just literally going to show you some of the gameplay footage of Fear the Darkness, because people are wanting to see exactly just how overpowered Minerva actually is for this game mode. So I spoke about it in the previous video you guys have seen. So yeah, I guess people want to see what I'm saying in action. I don't think it's that exciting a content to make, to be honest, because this is literally a very slow grind. If I mess up, if RNG just eats my face, it may mean multiple restarts. It could be quite painful watching. But for those of you that are curious, they want to see how this works, let's go. So with this node, it is a brawler heavy node, okay? I already have taken down the Miss Marvel. So, I mean, it's going to be significantly easier than that first wave was yesterday. It'll be interesting to see what the third wave that drops down looks like. So, without her in there, you're not getting those crazy assists. You know, Black Panther isn't going bananas. The Gamoras weren't going nuts. So, yeah, let's see what we've got a little bit later on. Now, the team I'm going to take in at the start, there is actually another Miss Marvel later, I just realized. Okay, is because we've got a few Mordos around who's going to be doing some blinds, some slows, some stuns. We want to try and strip that off where we can. The fact that we also have some Doctor Strangers lurking around, I kind of want to have JJ in. If I find that I'm not getting through this as quickly as I want to, I may end up dropping that and bringing in Pyro instead, especially when the Captain Americas start getting on the scene, because obviously the Caps are going to bring AoE defense up, and Pyro can stop that from happening on at least half of the node. So let's get into this. All right. So the key strategy here for me with this particular team is slowing everything with Quake, and then just literally just feeding as much energy as I can, trying to blind key targets as we go with Starlord. Alrighty then. Okay, so turn meter wise. Alright, we didn't get the energy feed to Starlord, so there's no blind. So we want to kill Mordo first. The reason for that is that if you kill him later, it's going to be a lot longer to do so, because he's going to heal every time someone else around him dies. Alright, so we're not going to get the bleed, but we will get the heal over timeout. We'll keep chipping away at him. We just need him to die a little bit faster than everyone else. Let's slow him. Or let's miss, of course, because I did have that blind up. Now, Starlord's in pretty bad shape there, so he may end up needing a res. Okay, let's slow the top half here. Yeah, let's get those bleeds off. Let's try and save that res if we don't have to use it. And yeah, this is probably a reasonable time to use it. So if you have a look at this, even Starlord, who's all the way down there, if you use this anywhere through this game mode, it's just going to take your team to full. The thing is, now you're in the danger zone with this team, because it is such a massive, massive cooldown for Minerva to be able to get that heal off again. Now, this is looking pretty bad at the moment, so this may be a restart, because we've already got JJ on cooldown, we've got Minerva on cooldown. So that was good that we got 2 going to Star to Minerva, so she's already back up to 3 energy, okay? Alright, Security's gonna die on his next turn, so let's just keep chipping away. Now, this is why if I had someone like a Nick Fury, this node would be so much easier than it currently is, because I wouldn't have to worry so much about that interim damage when Security is on cooldown, because of the AoE defense up. Not having that is a huge pain in the butt, and I really miss that, especially from the first Fear the Darkness where he was my boy. Alright, so who's got the chance to finish someone off here? I think Cable, actually, or Venom for that matter. But let's try starting Cable out for now. We'll blind the Venom as a backup. The other Cable resisted. That would have been nice to get. Now they're about to go, so let's re-slow the SpiderMan up top. Okay, so this hasn't gone as badly as I thought it was going to. We got quite lucky there that they didn't target the bad ones. So look, we got really lucky with the energy feed from Starlord. He procced a couple of times to her. So then, boom, we're just going to take that team straight back up to maximum. This is why this team with Minerva is so good. Okay, not this team, but any team that has Minerva and Starlord is going to be a beastly. Now, what we want to do is, yes, I do want Mordo to die first. However, we don't know whether there is going to be another character drop. Unlike many other game modes, or many other raid nodes where, you know, there might only be, say, 2 or 3 guys left, there have been some instances in Dark Dimension where you kill one person and like another 6 dudes drop down. It is so deck stacked, it's not even funny. Alright. Let's just keep chipping away here. Now I have to be careful because the next heal that I use, it's going to kill at least Mordo and Cable. So what we might do is try and get Spidey down as well. Because if they force me to use this heal... Okay, let's just slow down that half. If they force me to use this heal, I've got no choice. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so that procced. Nothing's dropped yet, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Sometimes it takes a turn or two for that to proc down. Yeah, let's keep getting this Venom down. I am worried that Cap is going to do his thing in a second. Just defense up everyone. Okay, we got defense down there. 4 energy to himself. GG Starlord. Alright, we don't need you putting out any big damage. And both of them resisted. So being that these guys have such high red stars, resists actually happen a lot on this game mode. So being able to reliably say, okay, blinds are always going to stick. No, it's not how it works, unfortunately. Alright, we don't want Cap throwing out a defense. So we put him in the danger zone. So right now, if I use a heal, we would have... I don't think Spidey's there. He's close, though. We'd have Cable, Cap, maybe Spidey, Venom. So let's just use this. It's going to miss the Spidey because of his block. Because of his evade. Oh, God. It's so close. Do you know what? Let's see if we can just nuke him down. Alright, so this is good. We've got almost all of them in the danger zone. Alright, looking good. Let's just keep this health nice and even. Okay, that stun's not great. Let's just mitigate some of their damage, because I am going to have to use this heal. But I never like using the heal just before another wave drops, because with this game mode, there's normally something big lurking when this thing drops. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, I don't want Starlord to eat any damage, so I'm not going to hit him with the counter. Although he procced with Chain of 2. Alright, definitely going to have to cleanse that this turn. That's too much for him to eat. Alright, do you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just get this up, because then JJ can have a chance of getting some energy back. Alright, so if we watch this, 1, 2, 3, 4, bye-bye. Okay, so this new wave, not insane, which is nice. Alright, we had 1 energy go to Minerva. That's good. Let's get a blind here. Resist. So now we got 2. So that means she's going to start already on her next turn with 4 energy, which is rad. It's so good. Alright, do you know what? I don't think this slow is going to matter too much, because they're going to have their turn shortly. Let's try and get rid of that taunt. We do that successfully. Sounds like I'm calling it Dungeons and Dragons. You roll, you pulled this successfully. Okay. Alright, 4 energy to himself. Now, we don't want Spidey to get his nuke stun. We get that blind. That's good. We do have Black Panther with his offense up, though. So we have to see if we can strip that off. Maybe JJ. She's not up yet. She can probably afford to eat that at the moment for the counter. Alright, so we did lose Quake with that offense up. So I should have blinded the Black Panther. That is very much a mistake on my part. Alright, so we have to hit this. So now we're in a bit of a danger zone, because I can't heal this turn even if I wanted to. And that means what I'm going to have to do here is use Minerva to get the res, which she will do. Okay, now we've got... Alright, so this is actually quite good, because I can offense down all 5 of these if they don't resist, which we nailed on all of them. So that's good. That buys me that little bit of time which I needed from that screw up of mine. Okay, we're definitely going to want this heal now because we're eating a lot of damage. Alright, let's just get some blinds. Stuck on the BP, always love it. Let's just stop Drax because we can. He resists, okay? Alright, let's get that health back up. It's what I mean, Minerva. So good. So unbelievably good for Fear the Darkness. Okay. Alright, so we do have Black Panther with that back up. We'll try and get rid of this so we can get to him. Yeah, let's go for the strip. We get it. We'll try and slow him for a half second to let JJ, if we can. Yes, strip that off him. Okay, so no more offense up, risky things. That would have hit both of those, and with that defense down on Minerva, I think we would have lost Minerva for sure. Now, the taunt is up, so I don't have to worry too much about Gamora. Okay, that's all looking reasonably good. There is a counter here, but we've got the, even though the defense down is on Quake, we've got the death proof. So if I mess it up, I've still got 2 attempts to bring it back. Where am I? Probably 2 turns away, depending on if JJ's energy goes my way from getting another heal. Let's get that one on Black Panther. Alright, come on, give some energy to Minerva. We get 1. Okay, so if Starlord procs some to her as well. Who's going to go next? Who's off cooldowns? You know what? I don't want him to put my energy back. Everyone resists anyway. So that's one downside, as we said before, relying on debuff teams in this particular game mode, is the fact that the resist is so high just from red stars. Alright, let's see if we can get some offense downs again. It's going to miss the Spidey with his evade, of course. But we've got the rest. And then there's a beautiful little heal coming through from Minerva. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Spidey, we don't want you doing Spidey things. Of course he resists again. He's just an animal for resisting today. Okay. Alright, do you know what? He does need to come down a peg. Alright, that security being stunned out means that he's not going to block, which is not fantastic, but also not the end of the world. Yeah, let's try and hit Spidey if we can. Bonus slows are always good. This half needs to be slowed. We do have a counter up there on Young Cable. That, of course, is an ironic name for him. Because Young, he is not. Alright, so we've got some stacking issues up here. Chip away the Drax as well. So just trying to keep them all even. If we can get all these guys to die, I'm worried that because I killed that wave off all in one hit, if any of these guys die, just with the patterning that they've had on a few other nodes, I'm concerned that we'll get another wave drop, and that may put it out of management for me. Here's a conundrum. Do you know what? No, I will use it. I was going to hold it because sometimes it's better to let the security die, res him, because then he's got the death proof. It just puts you in that brief window of time of danger, I suppose. Okay. Man, Gamora's on way more damage than I thought she would be. I'm actually at a real risk here of killing her way earlier than intended. Let's keep the damage down here. I won't put anything unnecessary on her. I need to get this Drax and this Cable. Actually, I need to get everyone down. We need energy for Minerva. I'll get rid of that defense up. We didn't get it. That's why you don't rely on JJ for energy feed. I know most of you would go, well, obviously, but I did try it. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Alright, we don't want Black Panther using that up. He's going to anyway, thanks to some more resists. Okay. Now, I definitely don't want to heal right now. 1, I don't need it. 2, it's going to kill at least Gamora. Alright, maybe we'll try and pin this on Spidey. We need to get them all around 15%. That's the magic number. Or onto that last little red health bar. If you can get them down to that, you are good to go to get a board wipe with that heal. Now, you don't have to use it that way. Sometimes you can always wait until the next wave drops and then do it. Ooh, I'm worried this is going to kill her. Do you know what? Let's just risk it. Okay, it didn't. Sensational. Alright. Keep poking at that Spidey. If Drax doesn't die, that's not the end of the world. But if Spidey doesn't die, that's super irritating because he can get stuns or defense downs and just completely wreck me on the next wave drop. Do you know what? Yeah, let's just keep poking Drax there. Spidey's going to be close, as is Cable. We probably need to use it. Alright, so I'm tipping. Let's place your bets, people. Panther will die, Gamora will die, and the rest will be freaking close. So let's give it a go. Boom! That's what you want to see. Most powerful AoE in the game, in this game mode. Now, if it's only these 4, I'm going to be a happy man. But what I really am worried about is they've got like a little ninja Miss Marvel that they don't want you to hit on the first run. Let's see. I should have used that on Gamora, actually. But not the end of the world. Alright, let's see what we got. Come on, don't drop anything else. This has been one of the kindest drops on a node that I've seen so far. This is exciting to me. Yeah. Yeah, let's just chip away here. Need to get a slow back down on that Spidey when we can. But Mordo definitely has to be the first one of these 4 to die if we don't kill them all simultaneously. I am digging the fact there's no major threat on the board right now. There's irritation from Mordo and Cap, because it's obviously going to delay by the blinds from him, the slows from him on Mordo, and then the defense ups elsewhere. So I don't want him taking another turn because he's going to do silly things to me. Alright, so that's good. Let's blind out Spidey. Hopefully Gamora. We get the Gamora, not the Spidey. What is it with Spideys and resisting today? God modes. Alright, you know what, Cap? No buffs for you. Alright, let's take some chips away at Gamora. I need to try and balance this damage, because with Quake obviously chipping away at all 3 of these every time, that means the Cap is going to need some catch-up damage taken away. I don't need to use that yet. Yes, it'll make the node go faster if I did, but at the same time, you just never know. All it takes is, you know, Spidey getting a massive AoE hit on this defense down, and that could be enough to ruin this node for me. Alright, I'm glad I waited, because now we're going to definitely need to use it. Okay, now this is a bad situation because Minerva cannot do the AoE heal through that blind. So let's just proc this on anyone. It's not really going to matter. We get the heal up. So now we're in a bit of a danger window. Okay, we definitely do not want Spidey doing his thing. Finally got the blind. That was good timing. We really needed that. Okay, Spidey gets a punch in the face for putting me in this situation in the first place. Alright, try and get a slow. He was blinded, so that's fine. Yeah, now we're going to use that heal. It's going to miss on Spidey, but again, just because the health on these characters is so high in this node, it doesn't matter. Full health for everybody. Okay. Alright, we've got 1 energy back on Minerva, so that's always a good thing. No defense up for you, Cap. Okay. Yeah, let's try not to get anything else out of Spidey. Resist again. Alright, we got the 2 energy over to Minerva. Always good from that blind. Okay, how's everyone looking here? Spidey definitely needs to eat some more, but man, is he dodging like a champ. I wish the AI for my teams played like this. I really do. Because, yeah, Spidey, Vision, all those guys would just be monstrous characters if they dodged like that. Look at that, another dodge from him. Alright, now this isn't great, because I'm definitely going to lose security. And there's a pretty good chance that I could lose Quake. Although the 2 death proofs might buy me enough time. Alright, so we're going to get the res, and then the big heal will be up on the next turn. So, actually it's not as bad as I thought, I suppose. And now we've got that little bit of death proof buffer. We don't need any energy to anyone, even though that's not guaranteed. So let's just strip that buff. Let's try and get the slows back on this crew. Okay, we definitely want to blind that offense up Gamora, which we do, and Spidey, finally. Alright. Let's get this heal off. And also all that 15% damage. Mordo's looking pretty close to where we want him. Let's get that slow on Spidey. Of course, there's another dodge. Okay. And look, that's one of the worries as well when you're trying to sort of take him down with this Minerva strategy is that, yeah, sometimes you just get boned by those dodges. Alright, so now Spidey is in the same line with everyone else. We need to bring Cap down with them. But again, if you had to pick one guy to die, it's this clown right here, Baron Mordo. Okay, let's try and get another blind on Spidey. We don't, but we did get Gamora, so not a complete waste. Let's slow down Cap, try and stop him from getting any defense ups. Let's clear these defense downs. Get some more energy to Starlord, which means we've got a guaranteed blind coming up here. He fed 2 energy to Minerva on the passive. Now, which is always awesome because that means I'm going to get another 2 to her, which means that between that JJ's last turn of 1, him giving her another 4, there's your 5, and that means with her turn, she's already going to be around on 6. So, yeah, that is a ludicrously good AoE chain, RNG chain of energy. Alright, she's got offense up now, so we want to try and take that off of her. We don't need to use that AoE heal right now. In fact, we don't want to, because Spidey would drop. Mordo would be close, but not close enough for my liking. Okay, let's just buff strip Cap. We missed that. Let's try again. Not going to miss that one with JJ, buddy. Alright, now him being stunned means bad-ish things. Just in case I have to use this heal, I'm going to get Minerva pretty close to the danger zone. And now we try and see how long we can wait before we use this heal, and it's not long. We're going to probably have to use it this turn, if not next. That does leave Cap on the board. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not great. I have a feeling that... What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the board. There's 5 left. It would not surprise me at all if all 5 drop. I have to use it though. Alright, if I'm going to use that, there's no point wasting that blind. So let's just kill these 3. Oh, the dodge. And I was overestimating how much that was doing. Ooh, if no one drops, this could be actually really good. I knew it. I knew that was going to be the case. You bugger. Alright, so we definitely don't want Mordo playing around too much. We've got the risk of Strange doing some bad things to me. So I'm going to save... the cleanse on JJ. Oh, this is actually really bad because everything's got defense up now. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to clear this in one shot now. I have a genuine concern because I can't get to this Mordo. Strange is about to flip everything on me, which means dots galore. Then you've got, yeah, there's a lot of bad things that are about to happen. Ooh, that is what I did not want. All right, let's try and get rid of Mordo. I don't have a blind, do I? No, okay. So, bye-bye, you bugger. All right, so what have we got happening here? We definitely want to try and offense down what we can. It's not going to be much. I have a feeling Quake definitely dies here. She does. So this is bad news. Because that JJ is going so slow. I think this is going to be a wipe. I really think this is going to be a wipe. And I do not have the patience today to restart. I really don't. It's going to come down to this Mighty Mouse here, Security, who has already lost that taunt. Alright. What have they got coming up? Spidey's probably got a stun on board. He could kill someone. But then again, Strange might be able to res too. I think the Spidey's the bigger threat, and I kind of want him off the board. Okay. What else is coming up? Just turn-wise. Let's just try and stop Cat from getting that shield throw. Just to buy just a turn. That's all I really need. Alright, who's got the least turn meter? Let's slow that top half this time. Woo! Stressful. This is why I don't like recording this game mode. Because, yeah, I don't like failing. I really don't. The amount of restarts that I've done in this game mode is ludicrous. Again, if you've watched my other video, I made a lot of mistakes even in team selection. I really want to save you from doing that. Here's the res I knew was coming, and of course it's Mordo, because why wouldn't it be? Okay, let's slow that bottom half this time. Alright, we still just want to tune out this Cap. Actually, no, the Mordo is a bigger pain in the butt. Although you watch Cap taunt and defense up everyone right now. Okay, Cable's probably due for a big one. Nope, just a basic. Alright, Mordo. Who needs a slow? Cap needs a slow. Cap doesn't get a slow. Okay, let's keep that top half nice and slow. Punch some Mordos in the face. Yes! Okay. Alright, so he's probably got a wins maybe next turn. Alright, do you know what? Who's got something big in the works? Let's just stop. I should have picked the other Venom because you already had a blind. Man, I'm on fire today with bad decisions. Just in case he has wins, let's get a blind out on him. Alright, at least we can mitigate some of this damage with the offense down here. I don't... You know what? Screw it. Let's just kill Cat with this. Okay, I'm going to need that cleanse from JJ on the next turn, most likely. Let's start getting Strange down. He's just more of an irritation, and if he gets another res off just out of nowhere, that's going to be bad. With the Venoms, if we get slow on them, you can take a lot of turns before they take another one. So... We've got slows on everyone up there. I don't want Quake to eat that counter. There's the miss. Alright, so we got really lucky that we got that blind successfully and landed on Strange. I don't need this. In fact, yeah, I'll wait. Normally I'd sort of say, alright, let's get the energy down to Minerva. But I may need the cleanse because of all these Venoms. Now, Miss Marvel is probably going to heal somewhere in here as well. Normally, that would be super bad for me, but the fact that there are no other brawlers on the map, it's not that big a problem right now. Okay, let's use security to eat that counter. Just keep chipping away at Strange, I think. Other than that, it'll just be about sharing all those slows and debuffs. You know what? Sure, let's just prevent Quake from dying. Not that it would be an end of the world because we have a Minerva, but let's not waste or risk. Not when we're this close to glory. Okay. I just won't risk Strange. I just do not want him having a ninja res. That was probably overkill. I probably should have used it on the Venom, but I'd much prefer trying to stun him out. I mean, yeah, we didn't get it. That's an offense down. So let's save her ult for the next turn instead. Alright, there's actually a chance she's going to die before that next heal. Be close. Alright, we will this time blind that Venom. Well, we'll try, I should say. This is the real. Alright, bye-bye, Strangey. Alright, so the fact that the rest of the things on the board are either single target damage or minimal damage from someone like Miss Marvel, and the fact that the two Venoms are so slow, we are probably pretty safe now. Let's take down the Cable first. Although for some reason I can't click him right now. Oh, she's got a taunt. Oh! God, I've not had enough sleep. I mean, we're doing way too many videos for you guys. Last night we had an epic battle between ourselves and Casino's Alliance in Alliance War. Congratulations to those guys. It was so close. It literally came down to the last 60 seconds. We just managed to, with Sigma Alpha, just get their team down with enough time, with about 60 seconds before they dropped theirs. So it's our first ever board clear. We were super excited to get that win, but those guys put up a fantastic show. Yeah, so yeah, it was a very good win to get. I look forward to that rematch if we can get it. Alright, so this is kind of cleanup mode here. It doesn't make for the greatest video content in the world. Let's try and stop this Venom from doing anything. Hopefully we get a blind up on the other one. Alright, so we're into real mitigation management now. Like, we're going to be able to clean up a lot of what's on this board. Alright, let's just keep getting that out on everyone. Let's take down Cable. Just because the speed of Venom is so slow that if you get a slow out on them, it just makes them the easiest to manage toon probably in the game, outside of Ultimus maybe. especially with this team maker. Although resist can play a thing, so he might resist this blind. He doesn't. And then we've got the other one on cable, which is even more beautiful. So we may be able to do this and finish up this node with full energy on every ability for everyone, and all cooldowns off as well. So yeah, this is looking in reasonable shape. Puts me in good stead for the next node. Alright, you've got a blind, you've got a blind, you don't have a blind. I want you to be a part of this. Of course you resist. Let's keep going with that cable. The other thing that we don't want Venom to do is get a big heal, because they do get a reasonably large heal, as you just saw. So let's finish off this Venom actually, because he's so close. Do you know what? I might cheat, just given how much damage it's going to take to kill these things. I think I'm going to use Minerva's heal to try and get these guys down quickly. Let's stun that one out. Because some characters, it seems to be, if they've got heal on turn mechanics, if you stun them, they may not get it. Alright, I should have actually used that blind there, because I want to make sure that Minerva definitely has full energy on that next node. So let's get these blinds out. Just because they're on such a low cooldown, let's just make sure. Yeah. Then we have Starlord with this bug, where he just goes into a techno trance. Apparently he has had something slipped in his drink, poor guy, and he's just going off. Alright, I think we're pretty safe into having Minerva go into the next node with full heals, just because these things are so tanky, especially Venom's. I mean, he's such a tanky character anyway. There he goes, and then there was one. Finally. Getting so close to the finish line. I'm excited, but I know that that Ultron node at the end is going to be so painful that, yeah, I'm going to be on that for probably weeks or something, man. Especially with the teams that I have. I just wish I had Fury. I feel like that defense up, I feel the fact that having that offense up and being able to share that around with the team is just a real difference maker. But, you know, what can you do? Okay. Now, she may get an attack, so let's just make sure that she doesn't. She may have a heal up her sleeve as well, but that's just an irritation rather than being a massive problem. Okay, just because I don't want to waste security stun if I don't have to, just because they come in super handy on the start of each node. I have a feeling I'm going to be made to regret that, because if she heals now, she's going to have a lot. No, let's run the gauntlet. Let's take the gamble. She doesn't do it. This is going to be a GG for her. Alright, I haven't been listening to myself. I wonder how many times I've called her Captain Marvel today. Too many Marvels. Alright, there you have it. So that is, if you prioritize your targets, if you try and kill everyone at the same time using that Minerva strategy, it makes it a lot easier. 200k gold is really nice. So look, I hope you got something out of this. As I said, it's not a video that I wanted to post, but we've had overwhelming requests for it, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be back with some more videos soon. If you'd like to make sure that you see them, hit that like, subscribe, the bell for notifications. If you want to hear more expanded views that I have on Marvel Strike Force, come on over to the Strike Force Masters of Launch podcast every Tuesday with my buddy Big Roy Awesome, where we run through pretty much everything about the game for around 90 minutes. So thank you for stopping by again, and we'll see you very soon. Cheers.